Good afternoon, our viewers. I hope we meet you well. Today we'll be discussing about rural urban migration, the push and pull factors, the consequences of migration, influence of migrants from the rural areas to the urban cities. Then we'll be discussing the solution to these problems, how this thing has really affected us in Nigeria and how we can curtail it. So number one, rural urban migration means the influx of rural inhabitants to the urban centers. When people are migrating, moving from rural areas to the urban center in search of greener pastures, they're not coming to visit, they're coming to stay. So this is what we want to discuss. Push factors are, what are those things triggering people to leave their present place of abode to another place? What are the things that is pushing them out? Then the pull factor is what is attracting people to come to settle in a particular place. So let's just say these are the causes why people move from one place to the other. Now the push factor in the rural sector, number one, could be environmental factors. Mostly the people that are in the rural area, they are mostly farmers, they are fishermen where there is water. There are people that work directly with the nature. They tap into the natural resources. Most of them, their work is tied to the type of soil, the land, the water, the mineral resources around them. So most times when there are issues like flood, like natural disasters, this could push people to move away from their original base. Then the pull factor from the urban centers, now things that are making people to get attracted to the urban centers are economic growth, lifestyles, living standard in the urban centers, education, healthcare services, and government involvement is more in the urban area than in the rural area. These are the pull factors. So when a farmer is not generating the profit he expects to earn in a year, definitely you'll be thinking of something different. When there is flood, they will not want to stay in the particular place again. For instance, Lokoja flood this last few months. So environmental degradation, soil loss, flood, drought, all these are reasons, are environmental factors that push people away from the rural areas. Now, the second one is social factors. Social factors such as education, healthcare services, availability of social amenities, and accessibility to road transportation and stuff like that. All this today is the stress that we go through in our business transactions. Maybe you need to move from one place to another place to deliver a particular crops. Urban city offer a plethora of recreation and entertainment options not found in rural area. So some people at their age, maybe they are young, especially the youth, they want to go to where life is, where it's bubbling. So all these things, they are the reason why some people move from the rural area to the urban centers. Then some people, as a result of the graduation, when they conclude their secondary school, they are dreaming of going to the major cities, urban centers, to further their education. Some people, maybe they even finish their university there, so they want to go out to work. They want to live like those in the cities. So these are the attraction. The third one is economic factors. Economic factors are things that have to do with job, getting job. Level of poverty is high in the rural area. Food production too is low in the rural area because we have the able-bodied men moving out of the rural area for educational reasons, or for one thing, they have left the rural area. So the people that are remaining there, what they can generate cannot be enough. So this is the cause of shortage of food in the rural area. Then there are less job in the rural area, less skilled job or semi-skilled job, because there are no companies there, there are no industries there. So this make people to look for a greener pasture where they can easily get job, acclimatize, and enjoy their life. So this is economic factor. Now this is where we're going. What are the consequences of rural-urban migration? Number one consequence is rural area will be left unattended to. This is why evil things are easily done in the rural area. This is where political crisis will start from the rural area. There is the number of people that will be around to quickly sense the attack are not present. Even famine will suffer. Many things will suffer. On the other side, in the urban centers, the provisions or the plans or the growth, the economic growth in the urban center will not be able to satisfy the people in there, because many people have come to join, and mostly those people, there is no record, especially here, this part of our, there is no record of people flooding in. There is no record. So if the resources will not be enough, there will always be scarce resources. Even transportation, you cannot say, okay, this is how much I'm going to spend per month for my transport. The crowd is no proper planning for the amount of people trooping in. People are just coming, entering, you understand? And sometimes it is natural disaster like flood that make people to troop into the urban centers. Sometimes political crisis. And these are the issues that we have. So at the end of the day, the urban centers will be a polluted environment. Some people migrated involuntarily. It wasn't planned. So they have nobody to receive them in the urban centers. So just rush in. And once they come, they seek for survival. Some of them, if they can't get it the legit way, they go other way around. They are easy for evildoers to use because they are prone. They are vulnerable. This is the problem that we have in this society as we talk. So many people, it's not their fault that they came to they didn't even plan it. It was a disaster that happened to them, that government left unattended to, that brought them here. And once they come here, they constitute nuisance. There is nothing we can do about it. Somebody who has nobody to help him to adapt to the society. Someone who didn't plan a journey, he left home suddenly. Okay, what kind of preparation is that one? No preparation. What kind of journey is that one? Of course, he's coming with nothing, and he wants to start up life. How is he going to cope? And the first point of contact, they will never be good people, because good people will have their place of abode. Bridge, someone told us, okay, let us assist you or something. Except to go near him, that is when he can quickly acclimatize or adapt. People are scared now to help strangers, unlike before, that you can easily help strangers. You don't mind. Before, somebody can approach you and say, I don't have a place to sleep, you will give the person food, you give him water to drink, you welcome him. But now nothing like that. Insecurity has made people to be afraid of helping strangers because people are more diabolic now than ever before. So these are the challenges. And again, there will be limited resources. These resources in urban center will be outstretched. It will not be enough again for the population it's servicing. These are the consequences. There will be more criminal activities. Displacements. These displacements will spur criminal activities. Because everybody just wants to... You know, the person that is running helter-skelter from the rural area to the urban center to settle because of crisis, because of attack, because of predators. You know, he has lost a lot of things. Not to lose it. So it doesn't matter what happens to you people to what Bambi by. Especially in a hostile environment. So you are friendly. Nobody wants to help a stranger. Because this stranger is a genuine human being that you can help. So everybody buying lots of help. But she say for no. No she mama shekini ama burusi. Because what she share bobo share pata wasted. Boya o ti paya wọ́n ti pomo. Boya o ti poko wọ́n ti pomo. Boya no mama anu eyo kan lórí mú wá. You know all those kind of things. Create hostile environment for the houses are in better advantage to move around because they migrate in group. They migrate in group. So once they go to a mosque, any mosque at all, they see their group there and easily they help themselves. But in the southern parts, southwest, we don't migrate in group. We are not nomadic in nature from the start. Problem you understand? Incessant killings no bring elomiwa si bibai. So I'm a wife to my drugs in me any attachment with anybody living in maybe Lagos State or anywhere that Obarai. So this is the reason the Iluwasun Shem Buru so that conscience won't see is because when those things are happening to them, nobody stood up for them. Nobody fought for them. You left them. Government left them unattended to. They were killing them like chicken, like they're slaughtering them as far as Kododowa. Hey, God, forgetting that it's coming gradually to you. So government shouldn't just focus on urban centers alone. They should also focus, in fact, pump more money into the rural areas so that it will encourage people there to stay, encourage industries to go there, to establish there. They can even reduce tax for those industries that are established in rural centers to encourage them. So it will provide job for people over there. Look at traffic in Lagos State. No matter how you do it, there will be traffic. There is nothing you can do about it. The population is too much. Overpopulation. Everywhere is crowded. Everywhere is dusty. Waste. So in the urban centers, many things, there will be shortage of so many things. Classrooms in schools will be jam-packed. Health center, if you go there, there will be crowd. Because it's servicing too many people. More than what is budgeted. That is the consequence in the urban centers. Then in the rural area will be left unattended to. Nobody to you know when people are even in a place alone, is a security for that place. When a place is not lonely, is one security. Why are these people easily overtaking villages and settlements and communities? It's because there are few people there. Maybe in the particular settlements, they're just like 2 families or 3 families. But maybe wipe one down. It doesn't take time. Many things will even happen in this country. Now, solution. Government should pay attention to the grassroots. Let them pay attention to the grassroots level. Let them know what is happening in the rural areas. If anything happens that requires their attention, they should not delay. If people are assured that, oh, government have our back, they will stay where they are. I know in the past there are a lot of programs that government have done to make people stay in the rural area, to develop the rural area, but these things are not working. Why? If you permit some companies, some companies, if you permit them to stay in the rural area, if you develop the rural area that they have lights, companies will go there. They will buy land, is cheaper there. They will see labor too will be cheaper there. People will stay, they will work. From the beginning, we don't have lazy people here. It is when people have tried the other way and they now become lazy. Lastly, nobody is lazy in the country. Why? If you see the kind of job that another person, some people are doing, you will know that yes, no lazy person here. Because I'm too lazy. So if government to bash a part, our program to one share, to cause corruption, no, to really feel and when you feel it, people feel it. Oh, change a year when you. Why running elder skates and nobody wants to live where it's comfortable for him or her? They will stay. Now I would have said individual level, we're supposed to also go to our hometown, take our children to our hometown to develop the place. But anybody try in Nigeria, you try it, that you cannot even move from here to Ogun State. Insecurity. You understand? We don't place value on human life. Insecurity. Because of what? Why? Because we have left those things unattended to for a long time. You understand? So you can't even blame people for leaving that place. You can't blame people for not returning back to their hometown because it's not safe. It's no more safe to go back there. You'll be scared. Even going there to visit is dangerous. And we cannot still advise people to tolerate strangers, because of the danger in it. So now it's like there's nothing we want to blame people for. There's nothing we want to say, okay, people should do this and try to do this so that strangers or new migrants can easily adapt. Nobody can do it. It's dangerous. Everybody is suspicious of the other person. You get? And it is the assistance those new migrants are not receiving that is making them more dangerous. So who is supposed to even attend to that again? We have the government. So there are some things that are responsibility of government. They are responsibility of government that can never be transferred to another person. And what that thing is lacking, we've got it all wrong. There's nothing we can do about it. We cannot say that people in the rural area that are not getting jobs should stay there. People that are poor, poverty, they should sit down there and not come to the urban center. That would be selfishness now. You understand? So when they come, we cannot receive them if they don't know us. You see the problem. So it's share government's name. And once the government cannot do it, no other person can do it. Ibiti at need ìṣòro ńlá nìyẹn. Ibiti ìṣòro ńlá ti gbé wa ṣánlẹ̀ nìyẹn. Àwọn responsibility kan wà tí ò ṣe transfer. The ibiti problem ni when government says, okay, there's this program. There are a lot of programs like poverty alleviation, all those programs that government did in the past for the rural area to develop. Corruption. Ibiti most issue here. Corruption. Civil servants and the politicians killed us in this society. Okay, if they say, okay, we want to do this program, we pump so money amount of money into this. Swallow any, no dingy. So that's why for me, particular as a person, multi lose hope lórí country pé ó máa dá bákan. Akoma mama manage ni. But bá ṣe rí yìí, kò sẹ́ni tó lè ní wá ṣe president wa tí rí máa dá, because the person will not do it alone. He will do it with people. And mindset wa tá bá ṣe rí wà ní midst of owó, we cannot control our truth. Immediately we are given position and large sum of money. Our thinking to change. We are thinking of personal gains. then the people that can check you, so that they will not check you. If that's an issue here, and the remaining people will be looking as if you not see. They will not sorrow, they will not talk, and they will still become toys to the people. Someone marginalize one. Someone fear one. Someone suffer one. Will still be done to them. We see or we know, but you cannot talk. You must be part of them. At the end of the day, we continue to suffer. The only thing you're coming, the country feel like that. I want to know that naturally they don't want to see people suffer. And it's not just one person, no. Of course, the present president had good intentions for this country, but they strangle him, they shock him. But he wasn't born on law. You know that kind of thing. So he had no choice. Everything. They won't want to currency. You understand? There's nothing he would do. If you're in the midst of in the middle of bad people, what he experienced, you will understand. He had good intention. I can remember very well. When he started, it was good. Until COVID-19 entered. Until I wanted not to do I only want to sweep everybody, want to sweep one jar, want to sweep away. You understand? So these are the things. Don't bad society waje. Then God for that reason, kill it. If you can kill God for that reason, this country will get to where it's going. I'm not saying we'll not still have problem, because what we're talking about is not just God for that reason. It's the intent. People's intent. Because an issue here. COVID-19 palliative, for instance, you can imagine. I want to need you one bag of rice, not only one bag of rice. The rice meji, metaphor le one for okay. I want call the load, bam, warehouse. Hi, and people are hungry. People are hungry. Oh, come on, they be. She bound the judge feather. One blame Buhari. She Buhari not see on Jamal warehouse. Even if anybody that you think that is Messiah, get there. If that Messiah you are thinking in your heart will do it properly, get there. The same thing will happen, because it's the type of people we are. Yes. You see, the only solution I see here is, Lord, we have taken our independence. They should go back, not to the, they should go to, maybe they should just look at where to go. Maybe American government or so. Call up Benwan, about share for 5 years. About share for 10 years. You see that within that space of 5 years or 10 years, there will be great restructuring. There will be great change in this country. You know why? I'm not saying that that one will not come with no vices, but social amenities, they will make sure that because I want you, they don't have to know you to have mercy on you. Be alone, she down, be one sherry. I think it's in their culture. One ya nu, awa ola nu bi bayi aburu. On lo fata nfira wa showo. Aburu tirawa ni kola mo. As far as that thing is not touching us, we don't have a feeling for it. And you know why I lost hope in our citizens is because only one person cannot do it. And even one person can do it, is the personality traits of that person we look at. But because there are many other people that will join at the local government level, at the state level, federal level, many people, different cabinets. Do you understand? So in your middle offense, scrutinize. But if you go to these people, one share, at least if nothing is okay, there'll be social amenities, good schools for the children. Children will enjoy. Enjoy. There'll be structure. That structure that we are lacking. Share put it in place. Aburuni, take about nice to jewelry, to nice to my share foka. I won't call one to my foka yet. They will develop the rural area. They will develop their problem solvers. Share, think, and money will be. Means that money corruption is everywhere, right? But money will be. Money will be at all. There's corruption everywhere, right? But wọ́n ṣe tó bá wà lókè tó ní mọ̀ pé wọ́n kàn wá nsàlẹ̀. They will do it because they want to see everybody smile. Wọ́n fẹ́ try as much as possible to reduce criminal activities. Then you kọ́kọ́ lè ṣẹlẹ̀ kọ́ máa mọ̀ bí tó wà. Wọ́n wà díẹ̀. These are people that they can rule this country. They can put this country back to normal states. Àwọn ni o, ẹ má jẹ́ àtọ́ra wa jẹ́. Tó bá wù anybody, tó bá wù yín nínú wọn, ẹ gbé wọlé. The same will keep talking. Thank God you can refer to this. The same thing will complain of the same thing, if not worse, because wọ́n máa get worse sí ni. Nígbà bá kọ́wọ́ fún kíníkan state government pé ẹ ṣe kíníkan tóun náà káwọn èèyàn jọ tó ní pé gbọ́wọ́ yìí o ẹ ṣe kíníkan. After giving out the money, they will bring details, they will do papers, they will do every paperwork. Gbogbo nǹkan tó wà attached sí, wọ́n present it, we have done it. People are not feeling it. And we have a kind of government that they don't verify, they don't check, they don't bother to even check whether what they have done or what they have allotted money to, they are doing it or people are enjoying it. Why do you want to share anything? As one of our customer put on our salary, once you say, "Hey, daddy, mo wa kini, ẹ gba mọ́tò, ẹ gba kini kan," because on the girl you on my way. You understand that kind of thing? As I said, ìlú yìí, ẹ má jẹ́ àtọ́ra wa jẹ ẹ̀kọ́ òkọ́là. Wàláì, ẹ̀kọ́ òkọ́là, ẹ má jẹ́ àtọ́ra wa jẹ. Wípé máa dá, ó wà lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run, mi ní kò ní dá o. Ó wà lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ṣùgbọ́n pé bí citizen Nigerian government tá ń ṣe yìí, oríṣiríṣi party bá wù kọ́kọ́ ra wọn sí, Nigerians máa jẹ́. Àfi tá bá yọ ìmọ̀tara ẹni nìkan kúrò, ìwọ̀ra, olè ọ̀kánjúwà, tá bá yọ kúrò nìkan, which is difficult. Ó dàbí nǹkan tí yóò lè achieve. Tá bá yọ kúrò nínú ìwà wa níbikíbi tó bá fi wá sí nìkan ló kù o. Ṣùgbọ́n tá bá ti yọ kúrò, ẹ má jà tanra wa jẹ. Ẹ má jà rárá láàmú. Don't place your hope too high so that you don't get disappointed. Don't say I voted for that man, no, but I regret that. I don't regret anything. Even if you voted for anybody, as far as Nigerian government, don't rule Nigerian, whichever party it is, the same thing will continue to happen. Àwọn èèyàn lójú kòkòrò gan, wọ́n ti yó wọn jẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan jẹ. Ẹlòmíì yó débi pé ó ń bì, kò lè fún èèyàn kankan jẹ, kò lè tọ́ sí lẹ́nu. If not so, can the palliative one warehouse? So let's round it up here. We have said it, the solution and the consequence, everything together. So solution, the battle rope, we a drop X, comment section. One day. May God help us. May God assist us. I really wish we can not real Nigeria. I wish it's something that I really want God to do for us. But with this characteristics or the kind of personality of people in the oh my lágbára, but kò sí kò tọ́lọ́run ò lè ṣe ṣá. She understand, but the fastest way, the fastest route only yẹn. Ó jẹ́ máa lọ sign treaties pẹ̀lú American government or treaties ló ń pè. If you will seek their help, maybe for 5 years or for 10 years, to help us at least establish those things. Kàn lo àwọn èèyàn títí wọn. Wọ́n máa lo èèyàn tiwa the same thing ni o. Kàn lo àwọn èèyàn títí wọn. Kàn lo àwọn èèyàn títí wọn ní cabinet. Ó máa dá. By nature, Ọlọ́run dá wọn dá. By nature, wọ́n láàánú. By nature, wọ́n ò ní wọ̀ra. By nature, they don't want to see people suffer. That is why àwọn kan lọ bẹ̀ tó lọ ń jókòó síbẹ̀. Ìgbádùn tí wọ́n ń gbádùn. Nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ọmọ wa tó wà lọ́rùn. Government wo ṣe fáwọn àtàwọn àmì báyìí. You see what I'm saying? It's like when government ò ní plan, they might bring a lot of government programs tó ti ṣe. There are many programs in place so that this show will see. But who is feeling it? Nobody. You see? That's it. Kí la fẹ́ ṣe sí? That's it though. Ẹ jẹ́ kó gbá